his, I'm gonna make sure not to go over his email again, make his ugly chud potato face pop up in front of me again. I'm so sick to the teeth of looking at his face and listening to his voice. I mean, if I ever fucking have to see him in real life, I might just spew chunks in his face and smell him. Ew, oh no, I can't, no, alright, so yeah, that's the email that's assigned to him, well, in his, YouTube channel account.
Alright, just documenting this. So I uploaded this video September 29th, 2022, where in this video I'm showing you an email that I sent to Zay Frank shortly after I started to realize that, or highly suspects that he's part of a child trafficking or child abuse network that's very likely linked with the OTO, the Ordo Templi Orientis. So this is just to show you, so make note of what I just said there, that I'm so sick to the teeth of seeing his face and hearing his voice that if I ever had to see him in real life, I would probably spew chunks all over his face. So that aligns itself. So I've been saying here and there in videos that he seems to respond to the things that I put out in videos in his own veiled ways with his own videos. So that's one. So that's this video again. I released this one on September 29th, 2022. And then let's go look at a video he released not long after that. The sea cucumber video. So real quick, first let's see. Ugh, no, not Matthew McConaughey. Ugh, make his face go away. Yuck. I can go suck on Magic Mike's dick some more, dude. Who gives a shit?
You ever have that moment?
No, don't speak either. Be quiet. I guess I'm going to have to listen to you, aren't I, in order to get through to the next video. So then he released, so make note, then on October 7th, 2022, Zay Frank released this video. So it came out not very long after I released my video on September, 29th, 2022. So this, I believe this was the next video that he released after I released that video.
Staring back at yourself.
And this video he released is about sea cucumbers. Oh, fine, good. Skip ad, yes, skip over.
This episode is sponsored by Brilliant. Learn to think.
All right, so I'm going to see if I can just find this scene.
This comes out the holes. What, Jerry? Why not sperm? Why didn't I say a splash?
So
this episode is sponsored by Brilliant.
He's talking about
fish, ocean loaf. Those wouldn't fly either.
Sea cucumbers.
They're not named things like demon feces or zombie pug with a weird baby face on it. It's cucumbers, all right? Have some respect. Anyway, let's back up a bit and start right before the beginning.
And let's, here we
go.
It is
spawning.
Right here he's
back up a
talking
bit
about.
And start right before the beginning. It is spawning season, and male sea cucumbers begin by arching their bodies upwards into what is known as the cobra position. Slowly at first, the males release sperm into the water from a small hole called a gonopore. Jerry, I told you I don't want that shrimp in the shot. See? What did I tell you? It's wearing the ejaculate like it's a housecoat. It's eating it? Well, that's even worse, Jerry. Look at that one. He's shoveling it right in, isn't he? I mean, I guess from the shrimp's perspective, this is pretty exciting. It's like being on a splash pad where nacho cheese comes out the holes. What, Jerry? Why not sperm? Why didn't I say a splash pad where sperm comes out the holes? Well, Jerry, that wouldn't be an analogy. That's basically what's happening.
Imaginary friend,
they probably have that in Vegas. Sorry, we're getting distracted. Downstream from the males, the females catch the drift. Literally. You know, Marjorie, there's a little something on your cheek.
See?
Let me get it for you.
Spewing chunks all over each other.
Marjorie, I think it's time we release our eggs. And that's what they do. They release their eggs, and then there's sperm
Now
and eggs
listen to his
floating around
narration
together.
for a bit.
It's like an orgy for introverts. No need to interact. Anyway, when a sperm
An
and
orgy
egg
for
cell
introverts,
meet,
no need
they
to interact.
fuse, and then they divide and grow, and eventually become a sea cucumber.
So that's like one of the very first scenes in this video that he released. In really I believe it was the very next video he released after I released that one, right? So before sea cucumbers, yeah, that was a solid month before. Was the parasitic birds one. So this one would have been released. Oh, come
This episode is sponsored by Curiosity Stream, smart TV for your...
Why I'm tired. Shut up, Zay. I'm tired of hearing you. Yeah, September 8th. So he released the parasitic birds one before I released mine, saying that I would spew chunks in his ugly chud face. But then after I released that one, he releases the sea cucumber one, where he's literally showing sea cucumbers spewing chunks in each other's faces and playing a narration, speaking narration over the video, talking about an orgy for introverts, no need to interact and all that. So it seems like they're not going to, because he's a coward. He's not exactly Lloyd Dobbs. They do things in veiled ways. They say things in veiled ways. And that's what he's doing here. It seems to me, this is one of just many, many connections, not just connections, it's just coincidences. It's too many coincidences where I'll say something and he'll seem to make reference to that same thing in a following video. So I'll release a video saying something, or occasionally also, like, I send him like 2 or 3 emails at this point. He'll also seem to sometimes release something in a video that makes reference to something in the email. So in this way, I don't know what he's trying to do, except I guess taunt me and by the way, so when oh God, there's Ryan again. Yuck. Why does he keep showing up? Go away. I swear, Ryan and Zay and Matthew McConaughey should just get together and do like a freaking train on one another. Anyway, when I see references to stuff like, missing the mating call and all of that, I like subtlety, but I think you know where I stand on bravery, Zay. Like I said, you're not exactly Lloyd Dobbs. I like dudes to be straightforward, not little pussies that just scurry around and say things in veiled ways. And by the way, it's exhausting to have to try and decode your bullshit. And when it comes to whatever, missing mating calls or introvert orgies and flirting from a distance or whatever, I don't know where you would get it into your thick skull, how you got it into your thick skull, that I would ever be amenable to anything like that with you. Did you get that idea from your psychologist wife? Well, yes, honey. She's trying to get you thrown in prison for diddling kids. I think that means she likes you. She totally hit on her. Freaking dumbass. I guess that Brown University degree isn't worth much anymore, is it? Anywho. So this is just going to be one of many videos showing, documenting for evidence and showing just strange coincidences, quote, unquote, coincidences between things that I'll say in my videos and things that he will say in his videos, in following videos. It's really rather creepy. It's not, it's the word I'm looking for. My brain's just going haywire because I'm so disgusted. It's not flattering at all. You're a creep. Trying to make my videos come up. I don't want to see other people's videos. Anyway, I'm just going to end this one. Oh, puppies. Oh, I love healers. Look at you, cutie. We're cutie. I should get a healer. Train it to piss all over Zay Frank's face. I just put a picture of Zay Frank. Oh, I should trade to Schwanz. Schwanz! Anyway. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Zay, this dude does it way better than you. I mean, the graphics aren't as good as yours, I guess, but he's way funnier. Way wittier. And, let me see. How many people does he have following him? Let's like it. 2.74 mil. And then how many people do you have following you? Because this could be more evidence that, like, you are stacking the numbers with your little cult.
So you want to know where to invest $1,000 right now?
No, well, shut up. I don't want to hear your voice either. Your face is creepy. But this dude's way funnier, Zay. Way, way funnier. I mean, you're dropping the ball, dude. You really are. I mean, if he gets his graphics together a little bit more, and he doesn't even really need to because his jokes are just surpass yours. So they make it acceptable. Like the poor graphics. And you have to have somebody help you write your stuff too. Who's that? Caitlin Cowie or whatever. I don't know. I think this guy does his all on his very own. I know I'm doing mine all on my very own. So it's just sad. It's just sad. Wait, that's right. We're going back to see how many subscribers do you have? 3.92 million subscribers. So you have what, roughly double the subscribers of that dude? And you're not even nearly as funny as he is. By the way, I'm not missing the fact that hippopotamus is related to my last name, Phillips. Hippopotamus means water horse. And etymologically, if you go back far enough, Phillips is connected. Nice, yeah. Just show us the meerkat's cooch. By the way, when you see a meerkat standing, one of the occulted meanings behind that supposedly is you're going to be attacked by someone. So keep that in mind, fans of Zay Frank. He's showing you a standing meerkat. He's cursing you. You're going to be attacked. He's not your friend. He doesn't like you. He likes children, I suspect. Anyway, when the world becomes small. Also, so for example, things like, I'll give you another example. Really quick. I won't play the video, but because you guys can just go back and play. So damselfly and beetle. This is a short one. And he talks about damselfly crawling out of the muck. Well, I guess I will play it a little bit. It's very short, but onto what was it, a chestnut?
Where is she? Where is damselfly? Oh, there
So he released this.
she is.
April
Damselfly has
26th.
crawled out of the muck and onto a hickory nut.
Onto a hickory nut. There we go. So This was April 26th. This was after I took off from LA. I took off like the first week of April. I had been there for about 6 months, roughly. And for just about the entire time I was there, I was staying in an RV park called Walnut, the Walnut RV Park. A walnut is a kind of hickory nut. And it looks like, I believe this was the very next video he released after I left LA and I was kind of wandering around the country a bit for about a month before I settled back down in Jersey for a bit. So yeah. And there's more to the video than just that, but so little, that's what I mean though, by little veiled references. Him seemed like he was, think about it though, guys. This is not, does not look at, go back and look at this video yourselves. It doesn't look like a hickory nut to me. It looks like it could be anything. He could have said, crawled out of the muck onto a pile of horse crap. You know, he could have said, crawled out of the muck onto a rock or whatever. I don't see, it doesn't look like, you know, that looks like it could be a snail shell right there, that little thing. Like, he chose hickory nut for a reason. He chose to use the word hickory nut. He chose to refer to whatever this pile of crap is that the damselfly crawled out onto as a hickory nut. I don't see how it's a hickory nut. I just don't. Can you guys make out how any of that is a hickory nut? He didn't just come up with it randomly either, okay? That's not how artists operate. That's not how people who produce this kind of stuff operate. Typically, they think this stuff out to some degree. So if he said, damselfly crawled out of the muck onto a hickory nut has some meaning, guys. And I suspect it means, well, because I came out to LA and was staying at Walnut RV Park. So it's not, I guess he could have said walnut, but maybe it would have been too direct for him. But a walnut is a type of hickory nut. So like a walnut trees, like walnuts are a type of hickory trees, walnut trees. I just see too much of this, too much connection between something I'll do or something that I will say in a video and then things that he makes reference to in his videos. And it's like, if somebody's good at crunching the algorithms, I won't say I'm that good with numbers, but I'm good at gut checking things. Those of you who aren't good with numbers, you can also gut check things. It's like, there's only so much coincidence is acceptable before it just becomes conspiracy. Before it becomes planned. So this is going to be just one video showing like a couple of quote unquote coincidences between things that I'll do or say in a video that I've released and then something that Zay Frank will say or make reference to in his stupid little videos. Anyway. And yeah, I can't believe you have more followers than that other dude. He's way cooler. He's way funnier. He should have way more followers than you. It's because you're Moriarty sucking dicks, dude. Let's just face it. Just own up to it. Cocksucker. All right, anyway, I really honestly don't know what's acceptable and not acceptable on YouTube. I've never looked into it in terms of cursing. But let's see who the pussy's going to be that gets this taken down. Hopefully they're at least have at least one ball on them. We know Zay doesn't have any. At least they're ballsy enough to own up to it if somebody does try to get this one taken down, because I said some curse words. Poor babies have to go back to kindergarten. All right, yeah, I'm going to end this one. I'm busy. Lots to do. But I've been meaning to get some of this out of the way, showing some coincidences between things that I'll say or do in my life and then things that he will make reference to in his videos shortly thereafter. All right. Goodbye.